everything's gonna be alright. And when we get there, I'ma see a pretty young thing. I'ma ask her to take my hand, head to the floor, we gon' dance. And when we get there, best believe we're gonna do a two-step. Ain't no drama in here, so don't stress. Step to the right, then side to the left.
Good evening, welcome to the Stephen Knight Show. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hopefully it'll get a little bit better for you right now. Tonight we welcome a very talented artist. His name is Ness Wilson. He has a new EP out called Rendezvous 2. And then later in the show, find out how you can, about this program. It's called Dream Trips. It allows you to not only travel the world, but also you can make money at the same time. Shontrese and Smita will join us later to tell us about that. Of course, we're bringing the latest hot topics, sports, fashion, movie reviews, and of course, the best indie music out there. Now, remind you, all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. Listen, when we come back, hot topics. Right back after this.
Then we taking over. One time.
Setting, that's the nigga they chasing, but the jupa she jacking. Manga never suffer, suffer, manga never suffer, suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the jupa she jacking. I said that you pass, she waiting, she checking, she looking like she not know what they are talking. I told her that trouble she causing, the way that she rocking and shaking her to my Onina Fatumata, put it on me like she from Kakatai. All the men is scatter, now Benny, I want in a chocolate. When you tie your lapa, and you wear your skin test, when you rocking your tuma, Bange, I won't marry you, Chamu, I won't take you. Anything you want, I give it to you. Take my knee, my money, my car, my clothes, my everything, oh. Suffer, I can never suffer, suffer, I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the jupa she jacking. I can never suffer, suffer, I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the jupa she jacking.
What play you non-see funk get capping? Like I said before, hungry line blocking. You leave it, another scamming with bop it. Grab it, squeeze it with dry face. That the time you will be trying how to catch it. You know you're missing a casa bavete. You fix it, all five, trying how to catch it. Then you want speed series now till they get. Pretty girl, let me take you out of dinner. I got a cheddar, forgive me, I was a sinner. Gonna be better from January down to December. Take trips, go to spots even in the winter. So sexy, gorgeous, and beautiful. Everything that we do is so memorable. I'm feeling you from your head down to your toes. Don't have to speak on it, I'm gonna show.
I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the jupa she jacking. I can never suffer, suffer, I can never suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the jupa she jacking.
Anytime she walking, the boy them be watching. Anytime she walking, the boy them be jaking. Baby girl, you temptation. Anytime you turn girl, you confusion. Baby girl, you temptation. Anything you turn, girl, you confusion. Baby girl, you blow my mind. Oh, yeah. Anytime you turn like way, girl, you make me wanting you tonight. Forget, never, you never suffer.
Setting, testing it, got it chasing, but the jupa she jackie. Forget never suffer, suffer, forget never suffer, suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting, testing it, got it chasing, but the jupa she jackie.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Miss Parker, how's it going?
Hey, happy Monday. How are you?
Doing well. How was your weekend? I know you don't have bad weekends, but you know.
It was pretty good. It was some sad moments. I went to a funeral. My dad's in the hospital. So, but we got through it. It's Monday. We got through Monday, and all is well.
Absolutely. And your dad is in my thoughts and prayers, by the way. But yeah, got through it. It was a low-key weekend for me. I didn't really do a whole lot. You know, I've been traveling, so it's good to be home and just relax a little bit. So, you know. What about you, TK? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. Got some work done, some much-needed work done.
Yeah.
But it was pretty quiet. Yeah, I had a good weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Feels like it's been forever since I've talked to you guys.
I know, right? I know, between the breaks and everything going on. But we're back tonight. Right. Well, our question of the day is, what is a relationship deal breaker for you? Ms. Parker, you want to take that one?
I think maybe just somebody who doesn't believe in growth. Someone who's not working on healing themselves and growing as a person.
What about you, Chike?
Loss of trust.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's funny because something minuscule can do that, especially like, you know how people lie for reasons that they don't really need to lie? Some people just do that. And it could be a little small, I guess they call white lies. But even in that, why would you do that? Like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Or you could be lying to someone else, and I was a witness to it. That could do it, too.
But you can see if they would do it to that person, they'd probably do it to you, too. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with lack of growth. That was a good one, Ms. Parker. And I do agree with loss of trust. You know, someone that lies all the time. I can't stand a lie. All right, so tweet us at Stephen Knight Show, SHO, and let us know what's the relationship deal breaker for you. All right, so hot topics. Well, over the weekend, Cardi B, who released her new album, Invasion, or EP, Invasion of Privacy, that went gold the first day, confirmed the pregnancy rumors on Saturday Night Live that she was pregnant by her fiancé, Offset. Well, rumor has it that the reason why she got pregnant is because he has another woman that's pregnant with as well. What are your thoughts on her being pregnant? And well, let me ask you this too, because some people were saying that they feel like her being pregnant right now is not good timing because of everything that's going on in her career. You know, she's really hot right now. Do you agree with that? And do you believe the rumors that he maybe have another woman pregnant?
I mean, that's not something that I would know because I'm not, you know, I'm not in their lives, but I'm not getting somebody else pregnant. But I think he already has 3 other kids. And,
yeah.
But I don't know. I think things like pregnancy and stuff like that, I think it's so personal that my opinion, I'm so far removed from it.
Right.
My opinion really doesn't matter. That's somebody's personal decision. But congratulations to her. She's out here living her best life, being successful. Well, so congratulations to her on her, you know, her successes. I'm not a fan of her music, but I am happy to see someone pull themselves up and become successful in their own right. So definitely shout out to her and her successes, and then also the baby.
Do you think that that it's wrong, bad timing for her to have a child with everything she has going on? Or do you think that doesn't even matter?
No, because they don't say those things about men. Men have children all the time when they're So I think she should have a baby when she want to have a baby.
Yeah.
So no, I think that way.
Okay. What about you, Chige?
I can't weigh in on if he has a baby or has another woman pregnant because I don't really know much about that situation.
Right.
But I will say this about Cardi B and her career. Nothing about her rise to this level has been ordinary. I think that she's an anomaly in the sense that her birth came from reality TV. So everything that she does from this point is part of her own reality. So I honestly don't really think that Cardi B can really fail at this point because she's living her life. That is her reality.
Right.
And because her career was birthed from quote-unquote reality, anything that she does is going to be a win-win for her because it's her real life.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I personally think that I'm happy for her success, for her music and, the baby and her engagement. I remember I thought that she would be a one-hit wonder when she first came out, and then she hadn't been. And then I remember seeing a video that she posted on Instagram saying for everyone that's calling her saying that she's riding her 15 minutes, they don't know the hard work that she's put in. She said, you don't know the hard work I put in, the money I've spent, recording them. I've been doing this for years. And so I thought about that, me as an artist, I've been on the grind for years too. So if that were to be me and people were saying, oh, you just 15-minute fame. So I gained more respect for that because you don't know what people put in for their success. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that she's achieving everything that she should be. So congratulations, Cardi B. All right, well, another one has accused Russell Simmons of sexual misconduct. This time it's Real Housewife of New York's Luann Delapse, I guess I pronounce it. She says that the mogul grabbed her in Soho House elevator 3 years ago. She said, he grabbed my ass in the elevator. He was just a pig. I haven't told anybody about it before. I was grossed out. I was like, how dare you? He invaded me. He took advantage of me being who he is, thinking he is all that and everything. He thought he could just do it. I looked at him and said, don't ever do that again. Now, she says she never reported it, but he never apologized. He did release a statement, according to Page 6, just about all the accusations. I think about 16 women now have come out against him, just apologizing, saying that he said, I'm blessed to have shared extraordinary relationships, whether through work or love, with many great women, and I have enormous respect for women's movement worldwide and their struggle for respect, dignity, equality, and power. I'm devastated by any reason I may have given anyone to say or think of me in the ways that are currently being described. I have separated myself from my business, my charities, in order not to become a distraction. I have rededicated myself to spiritual learning, healing, and working on behalf of the communities to which I have devoted my life. I've accepted that I can and should get dirt on my sleeves if that means witnessing the birth of a new consciousness about women. What I cannot accept responsibility for what I have not done. The current allegations range from the patently untrue to the frivolous and hurtful. What are your thoughts?
As a woman, I do think men of power absolutely have and will abuse their power. I think he's in a different stage of his life, so I think his past is pretty much coming back to haunt him. I don't think that's who he is now. I think we all have redeeming factor. I tell people, in my own life, I feel like I've lived at least 6 different lives and been 6 different people because you grow and change as a person. Mm-hmm. I'm not excusing it. I think that those behaviors were part of who he was at that time. And so trying to disassociate yourself from those behaviors, you have to do it in a more, I think, honest way and say, you know what, that was who I was. That person was who I was, but I'm no longer that person. You're how I'm trying to change and grow as a person. I think a lot of times when men are embarrassed by their actions, they don't take responsibility for them. I think the best way you can really be apologetic and sincerely sorry is by saying, you know what, I'm sorry that I hurt you. I acknowledge your pain. I'm sorry that I hurt you. All of the reasons of why, when you victimize somebody, those reasons doesn't matter to the person. Mm-hmm. All they want to know is that you're really sorry for what you've done. And so I think people need to learn how to apologize without saying but or giving 1,000 reasons as to why things happen the way they happen. All the victim needs to know is, I hear you, I acknowledge your pain, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Chike?
I agree with Ms. Parker, but are these women looking for a payout, or are they just trying to tell their story?
Well, this last woman, the New York housewife of New York, she actually has money, and she said this happened 3 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's pretty recent. That's pretty recent.
Yeah. Pretty recent.
Yeah, so I don't know. And, she's just coming out of rehab and everything for alcoholism. So I guess maybe that's why she's opening up now and telling her story and whatever. But, yeah, I definitely, Russell Simmons, he's always come off as such a – well, all these guys, a lot of these guys, they've come off as just people he looked up to, and it's sad to see if these things are true that this is how they behave. Well, look, let's take a quick –
Maybe some new I'm sorry. I was going to say maybe some new type of indicator needs to be developed, kind of sort of like when we have pedophiles in the neighborhood. We'll have, I guess, a Me Too finder, for guys that have violated women that are in your radar, like who to stay away from. I know that they've kind of sort of had something that within the industry, like a word of mouth, and women kind of told each other secretly who to stay away from, but maybe it should be something more public. Put it on a public scale. Like, this person did this.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is the only problem is if they're innocent until proven guilty. If they're not proven guilty, then you can't really do that.
Sue for that, right?
Yeah.
Sue for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it can be alleged. You can say alleged.
Yeah.
You can say alleged, and it's okay.
Well, you have to remember the reason a lot of women stay quiet about sexual assault is because it's a shameful act that they take on in their own sexual assault. It's not just a manipulation of an act that happens to your body. It's your physical body. It's a manipulation of your mind as well. And a lot of times these men are empowered. These women have been afraid. The ongoing story is that they've been afraid of losing their jobs and being blacklisted. Usually sexual assault comes from people who are empowered. So usually a man who is sexually assaulting a child in the home is because he's an adult and he has a power over that child. No one on the same level normally don't sexually assault each other. So it's a tool of power. People who are in somehow feel a level of power over someone else usually will sexually assault that person. And so and obviously the person who feels like they're in less power doesn't feel like they can speak out.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a very complicated issue, and I think one thing he did say that was right is that men don't need to be a part of this conversation. They need to be more of the listeners, because you can't tell a woman what's sexually assault. And I know there are men who've been sexually assaulted, and I acknowledge that as well. But the movement started by women who wanted to tell their stories. You can't tell a woman how to feel about sexual assault and what sexual assault is and how they should behave. I just think that's so disturbing. And it's just with men issues. I think that women need to just be quiet and listen when men speak about their issues. But in this case, I think it's offensive for men to have a strong opinion on what sexual assault is and how it should be handled. Because I think greatly in history, it's really been a woman issue, and it targets women, and the victims have been women and children. So I think maybe that's who we need to be listening to, and not the people in power who are saying, well, why didn't this happen? Why didn't this happen? Here is how we can change this. No, listen to the stories, and then each individual, as a man or a person in power, needs to make that decision himself, not to ever be that person to victimize somebody else. So it needs to be an individual choice moving forward as well. Yes, we can have legal implementations, which we do now, but I think that it's a moral issue more so than anything.
That's true. And I can't remember where I saw it. Excuse me, but there was a group of men, and they kind of came together. It was on CBS's Morning or something like that, and they were saying that as men, they've realized that they need to just shut up and listen to women, and so they can get a full scope. Because some men didn't realize they were doing anything wrong, because of the culture. But now they're having to take a double look at themselves. But look, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with more hot topics after this.
Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, bet your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me start this anthem all proper. From poverty, I still finish college. Do it all, keep my face stay shining, 'cause your boy right here is a soldier. Back to the music, telling you why I do it. For my brother, his daughter, my dreams stick to it. I lost a few on the way, miss them all the time, but I keep the memories alive on the music. Thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it. Thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it. Thought I wouldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. Watch me do it, do it, do it. Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, bet your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah. People telling me you only get better, so don't stop, bruh. You deserve to win for sure. Got $1 and a dream, and no 100 guarantees I'm gonna make it out this life. That's cool with me. Trust in my faith and my beliefs. Music therapy. So I just wanna be the man. Yeah, yeah. They thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it. Thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it. Thought I wouldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. Watch me do it, do it, do it. Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, but your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah.
I came from nothing, came from shit. Had a goal to set, I had a name to get. I turned pain to strength, I gave fame a grip. I changed lanes to gain, and my aims to live. Had to show them how, call this tutorial. Make history, this historical. Niggas Satan, that's just adorable. Went from poor and that shit's affordable. All I need is my team now. More trees, more lean now. I'm heating up, I got steam now. This real shit, it ain't a dream now. I moved up and got paid quick. YH, who I stayed with. And this here look beautiful, like the baddest bitches I laid with. They thought I wouldn't do it. They thought that I would quit. Can't take no losses, I'm a boss. Tell all y'all bosses I'm the shit. Y'all boys so off, but I'm a hit. Got no time to talk, I'm getting rich. Can't hear yo talking like I'm deaf, and I kill no coffin with the shit.
Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, but your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Showing me my path. My heart belongs in your grasp. I only see you underneath your light. I can't survive without your kiss. My life dripping from your lips. I'm nowhere if I'm not by your side. It feels like time slows down, and every breath is getting longer.
feel my heart sinking to the ground, and every weakness is getting stronger. And as I'm falling, I can feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. And I'm breathing in every single sound you make. I can feel your words all in the air. With your voice making my heart beat. If your soul is all I see, it's like the rest of the world is not there. It feels like time slows down, and every breath is getting longer. I feel my heart sinking to the ground, and every weakness is getting stronger. And as I'm falling, I can feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. And as I'm falling down, I feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life.
All right, y'all, this is Ness Wilson right here. Go get that Rendezvous 2 right now. And you listening to me on Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you, all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and, of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. And then don't forget you can find us on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. Go to our website for more information, stephennightshow.com. All right, well, 45's attorney was raided by the FBI today, and the operation was put in motion by none other than Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Now, it's been confirmed that federal agents swooped into Michael Cohen's New York office with a search warrant and seized thousands of documents related to Mueller's Russian investigation. They also reportedly grabbed records of Cohen's $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels. Cohen's attorney says that the feds got the search warrant based on referral from Mueller. They seized documents included communications between Cohen and 45, according to New York Times, which first reported the raid. What are your thoughts?
I'm loving it. I love the fact that they're kicking these doors in. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a start, and he had it coming. I think it's a start. I'm hoping that it's going to lead something bigger, and that we, maybe this is going to be what in his presidency. But I'm certainly seeing it as a start.
Me too.
I don't get excited about anything anymore because you seem to get away with murder. So, but I'm hoping it's a start.
Yeah.
And all that tirade that he went on when Obama was in office, and him working so hard to get Obama out of office, all of that same energy has boomeranged back around, and it's imploding back on him. And it just goes to show that the energy that you put out into the universe is cyclical. It comes back to you. You can't continue to do wrong and beguile people and pull the wool over people's eyes and lie and just think that you're just going to get away with it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope it's getting closer and closer to impeachment. Find all the information you can about this Russia investigation. Get him out of there. Can you imagine if half of the stuff that's happened are just in the little over a year that he's been in office happened to President Obama? Can you imagine what would happen?
No, I can't.
It wouldn't have gotten this far. He would have been out the first 90 days.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Well, keep searching, Moore. Keep searching. All right. Well, last night the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 1 aired, and Kenya Moore announced that she's expecting her first child with her husband. She said that we will definitely be welcoming a boy or a girl later this year. I wouldn't play about anything like that. Now, a lot of people thought that she was talking about maybe using a surrogate, because she said they'll definitely be welcoming a boy or girl, not I'm pregnant. But she took to social media today and said there's no surrogate involved, maybe with her next child. What are your thoughts?
I wish her the best of luck.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah. I'm happy for her. Like, she wanted a husband. She got a husband. Like, she wanted a baby. She's having a baby. So, hopefully it's the family she wants. Did you watch the reunion? What were your thoughts about the other parts of the show?
I don't watch that anymore.
Yeah, I saw some of it. I was doing something and it was on earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all look good. That's all I can say.
Yeah, they do look good. They do look good. What are your thoughts on the highlights? Were that Kenya and Marlo went after each other, but then also they keep bringing up the whole situation with Portia and how she did Candy with the accusations about sexual assault, trying to rape her or whatever. And Portia's thing is, I keep apologizing to you, and she said, I'm not going to apologize anymore. She said, I feel like you're playing the victim. I've apologized to you over and over again. And then Candy, started crying, saying that she doesn't understand the ramification that could have happened to her, when people start getting accused of sexual assault and rape and that kind of stuff, how you can lose your career. And she said she don't think Portia gets that. Do you think Portia's apologized enough or what?
Well, I don't know how many times she should apologize, but I think the fact that Candy keeps bringing it up is what keeping it going.
She says that everyone else brings it up.
I totally agree with her that that Portia crossed the line with Phaedra, and Phaedra got fired. But I think if I was her, I just wouldn't make any more comments about it. I think she feeds into it. She gets emotional about it. And Candy's just not a forgiving person anyway. She's a person that holds on to stuff. So that's just her and who she is as a person. So I don't know what else Portia can do, but she has a valid point. But I think, you can't tell someone, who's been hurt when to heal or move on from it. But I'm just saying, from the best of my experience, letting things go and truly forgiving somebody is the best way to heal and move forward. So I just hope she would do that.
Yeah, yeah.
In the words of Ayanna Van Zant, and I love this quote, she says, sometimes you have to meet people where they are and then leave them there.
Yeah.
There comes a pass sometimes where you just can't do anything else except what you've done and then leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know she said that after the reunion last year, she called Candy. No, she saw Candy in the hallway when they were ready to when they wrapped up, and she apologized to her again, and they gave each other a hug. Then she said that she gave her space because, obviously after her finding out that Phaedra kind of lied about everything, she gave Candy space because she understood that she didn't want, Candy probably didn't want her all over in her face because they were getting over that. Then she said that she apologized twice on the show. She even talked to Candy's mom and apologized. And she said, I feel like I keep apologizing and, I don't know. But you're right. From watching that escape reality show, Candy, it's hard to, once you cross her, it's hard to get her back in your good graces. All right, last topic. And this is not really this is something I want to put out there. So Drake, I don't know if you saw his new video, Nice for What. He enlisted, there are a lot of beautiful and successful women in the entertainment industry, from Tracee Ellis Ross, Tiffany Haddish, Rashida Jones, Issa Rae, Zoe Salada. The list goes on. What's the girl's name? Real smart girl from Blackish, and now she's on Grownish.
I can't
Yara, is it Yara?
Yara, yeah.
Yeah, she's in it. It's a great video, very empowering for successful women, and so check that video out. Have you seen it? Have any of you all seen it?
No.
Okay, well check it out. It's a great video. It made me really like the song even more. Well, listen, Miss Parker, thank you so much for Hot Topics. Cheeky, I know you're sticking on for movie reviews. Later in the show, we're welcoming very talented artist. Excuse me, slipped my head. His name, Ness Wilson. Excuse me, very talented artist, and then learn more about dream trips later on in the show. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah. You know where I'm from. Yeah. Windy City. Yeah. You know where I'm from. Yeah. Shot City. Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? 773. What up? That's 708. What up? What up? 630. What up? 815. We la. From the Midwest, homie, this is life. We do it the best, yeah, we do it right. We keep up in these streets, yeah, from day to night. Y'all know where we be, yeah, you know we rep that. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. From the shop, my dude. Came in the game for the crown, my dude. Know a couple goons from the south side that'll leave your mouth wide open and don't make the whole crowd move like rah, rah. With around, my dude. From the low end to the wild, wild too. Hunters and these youngers, they be gunning and be stunting. Ain't no punk, nobody smiling at you, huh? It'll go down, my dude. Without a word or a sound, my dude. Out west, they will clown out too. Bring out that cannon for nicks. Demanding your shit while you panic and flinch. You standing and pissing and vanishing, dipping. Blow bands with a chicken and laugh at the lick that they hit real quick. These dudes wild out too, huh? You know now, my dude. The look of the street is a frown, my dude. Don't work, you don't eat, stay from round they food. The hunger, the feast is shot town, don't snooze. The heat of that bang of the hammer, these tools. They using the war on the street and there's few who live by that, don't die by that. That's fact. It's Chirac, I'm from that. From the Midwest, homie, this is life. We do it the best, yeah, we do it right. We keep up in these streets, yeah, from day to night. Y'all know where we be, yeah, you know we rep that. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. It's Chirac, my hitter. Yeah, the best city on the map, my hitters. Know a couple spots that'll leave a bucket shot by the talent that we got, so watch them hitters. Yeah, watch. We on top, my hitters. The women we got, they be hot. Traffic be moving non-stop. Middle finger to the cops. It's different every block, but we still cream of the crop. Summer's by the lake, keep a rugged feeling great. In them Jordan number 8s, it'll pop. People move here by the flock to get the festivals, food in the spots. Forget the tickets be costing a lot, but it's the home of jazz house and bebop. With the Bulls, the Bears, and White Sox, can't miss the legends and pimps that we got. With the best of the best in hip hop, whether you like it or not. It's the crucial conflict, psychodrama, and twister. Common, Kanye, Lupe, Buck, J, Freddie, G, King Louis, do or die. It's the shot. From the Midwest, homie, this is life. We do it the best, yeah, we do it right. We keep up in these streets, yeah, from day to night. Y'all know where we be, yeah, you know we rep that. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me.
it's round time. It's time to shine. 'Cause I know that I'm like what I'm supposed to be. 'Cause I know that I'm like what I'm supposed to be. I'm feeling fine. I got a peace of mind. And it's round time. It's time to shine. 'Cause I know that I'm like what I'm supposed to be. I'm like what I'm supposed to be.
Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Monifa, and you're listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to The Stephen Knight Show. I'm so excited about our next two guests. One of them I've known since I was in second grade. The other I had the pleasure of meeting earlier this year. They are business partners and friends, and they travel the world and make money together. Tonight they join us to tell exactly how they do it. Please help me welcome my dear friends Shontrese and Smita. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. Hey, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
Fantastic. We're so excited to be on your show and excited to share with you and your listeners a really cool thing and a really cool way that Smita and I got to know each other.
Absolutely. Well, Shontrese, I'll let you start off. Now, tell us a little about your background and kind of how you and Smita partnered together and what y'all are working on.
Yeah, as Stephen mentioned before, I've known Stephen since elementary school, but having met Smita, I was introduced to Smita through a dear friend of mine named Daryl Ward, and he introduced a really cool concept to me, and Smita has been a part of that ever since. And my love for travel actually has really brought us together, and we've been fast friends ever since.
That's awesome. So what is it exactly that you're working? You two work together. How do you work together?
So Smita and I actually, we're in the same lifestyle luxury club. And so this VIP travel club allows us to see the world without breaking the bank. And so that is one of the things that we cannot wait to share with you today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Smita, how did you get involved with this?
So just like Shontrese, actually, I was introduced to it by a dear friend as well, and I think that's the common theme here, and you'll see as we talk about it a little bit more. It's an invite-only club, so it's not like you can just go on the internet and sign up. You have to be invited by a friend or family member, whomever, and that's the only way you can get in. So it's really like a word-of-mouth referral type of thing.
Awesome, awesome. Now people, they get a little, we hear these different types of ventures, and people start, oh, no, I don't have time for that, I don't have time for that. Why is this different? And tell us a little bit more about what exactly it is that you are doing.
So this is a little different because I think with those other ventures, and honestly I'm not sure because I've never been part of anything other than this.
Right.
I am a former employee of one of the largest hotel companies in the world. I'm allowed to say the name, but so very, very well-known hotel company. And honestly, when I saw this, I found it oftentimes to be even cheaper than my own employee rate there. So that's really what really caught my attention. And as far as time with other ventures, this is one of those things where if you choose to make money with it, great. It's totally optional. It's not really the focus of the club. The focus of the club is just really to go out there, have fun,
right,
travel the world, live your life to the fullest. And as Shontrese said, you don't have to break the bank to do it. And I think that's what hinders a lot of people from traveling, is that they think they just can't afford to do it.
They can't afford it. Exactly.
Yeah, this definitely breaks all those barriers.
So what exactly is Dream Trips, and how does it work? How does obviously it's invite only. So Shontrese invited me, which I did join. I'm a member. Once you join, what do you do? How do you start and join these trips?
It's pretty immediate. So as soon as you join, there's no wait fee, there's no blackout dates, nothing like that. It's literally just a quick few minutes, takes a few minutes just to sign up. It's like I said, it's a referral program, and you get to kind of choose. There's 3 different levels of membership. There's a basic, gold, and platinum. And Shontrese and I are, of course, both platinum members because that is absolutely the best bang for your buck. You get so many perks with it. And literally what it is they've taken the whole, like, Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's model, like the wholesale model, and they've just applied it to travel, which, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, it makes sense because we buy wholesale for, paper towels and Kleenex and all these household items, and, I just don't think that people think to do it for travel. So this company has revolutionized kind of how we travel, and we don't have to, like I said, like, break the bank and spend all this money to do it. So it's really just sign up for whatever level of membership best suits your lifestyle and your budget, and start traveling immediately. Don't waste any time.
Well, give us some examples of some of the trips. I know you've gone on a lot of trips using this. What are some of the places you've gone?
Oh, yeah. So 2017 is a great year, and I'm hoping 2018 shapes up to be even better. I don't know how I'm going to beat last year, but 2017, I got to go all over the world. I don't even think I took a domestic trip. I was just thinking about that earlier today. I think I was all international last year, and that's not to say we don't have domestic trips. We have tons of trips, in the United States, Vegas, Miami, New Orleans, all the fun places you want to go. We have a trip there. But last year, I was fortunate enough to go through the club, Mexico, Belize, south of France, Nicaragua, Cuba, Jamaica a couple of times, Greece. I know I'm missing some. Belize, St. Croix.
I mean, this is all 1 year.
This is all in 2017.
Yeah. Wow.
And like I said, working for one of the largest hospitality companies in the world, I thought maybe at the most I might do 1 or 2 trips a year, and I got to do so many last year. So. Really
and with this, you like it's like a package. What they offer, the trips are a package. Can you kind of break down, or Shontrese, maybe you want to break down, how the trips are they're packaged together in terms of what comes in. Like if you book this dream trip, what do you get with it?
Sure. I mean, our dream trips are, first of all, transcontinental. They're also domestic, as Smita mentioned before. Mm-hmm. But as part of the trip, you're going to get 4, 5-star, and diamond level. A lot of folks aren't even aware that there's diamond level hotels. You're going to have accommodations for that, and this includes things like your meals, also excursions. For example, we have a bunch of opportunities for cruises, and what really gets people is once you get on the cruise, a lot of times you're going to end up paying for excursions that may cost just as much as the cruise by the time you do all the different activities.
Right.
So when we talk about those things, sometimes the club will throw parties just for the members, and so you're VIP when you come into these hotels, and you're greeted differently. You have a different area where you check in. So we're talking about an experience that is going to be unlike anyone else who might be staying at that same residence or hotel, and it includes all of those fun things. So put your wallet away, put your purse away, and just have a good time.
Exactly. So I know a lot of people are listening now. They're thinking, okay, what's the catch? What's the catch to all of this?
There's no catch.
Well, no, go ahead, Smita.
No, I was saying there's absolutely no catch. Like I said, with the it's just literally we've taken that same Costco, Sam's Club model, and we've just literally applied it to travel. I don't think people walk into Costco and save all this money because they bought wholesale. They're not walking out like they just got me, or what's the catch?
Right, exactly.
We expect it for certain things. We just don't think that, oh my gosh, we can get these same deals for travel. And honestly, what did it for me, outside of the fact that I was getting wholesale travel prices, what did it for me is that we guarantee the lowest prices on the internet. So with our dream trips, if you find it anywhere else on the internet, apples to apples or better than what we're offering, you get refunded your money, and you and your guest, because you get a guest on every trip, you and your +1 go for free. And, for me, that's like a no-brainer. As long as I'm a member of the club, I'm either guaranteed the lowest price or I'm going for free.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That did it for me.
And there is a referral program, Shontrese, and Shontrese referred me. And so how does that work, Shontrese?
Well, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that the referral program, again, is optional, right? Mm-hmm. So you can go and make this your best-kept secret. My sister, you know my sister, Stephen, she's in the club, and she's like, I don't want to refer it. I've already saved my money for the year. Like, I don't even care. But the way the referral program works is that, one, I talk to my friends on a regular basis. I post on Facebook, I post on Instagram, and they say, how was your trip?
Right.
And I say, it was great. I had a 5-star diamond level experience for a 2-star price, right? And they say, oh, how did you do that? Oh, I'm in this club. Why don't you let me tell you about it? And so if you refer 4 people, you don't pay anymore. That is, if you refer 4 people to the club, you no longer have to pay any sort of membership dues.
Right, yeah. Yeah. So can we talk about the dues? I know everyone's asking, we're talking about these wonderful trips and this 5-star treatment, but do you want to talk about pricing? If you want to be a member, I know there's gold and there's platinum. What is it for a gold member? Smita, I'll let you take that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. So for the gold membership, so each level of membership, there's a one-time activation fee, one-time meaning you never pay it again, and you just pay that once and activate your membership. So for gold, it's $200 to activate.
A one-time payment.
A one-time payment, and you get it right back in the form of points. Points are dollar for dollar. And when you go to book these trips, it'll tell you how many points you can apply to these already discounted trips. They're already wholesale, but you can take some more money off. So if it says you can apply, 100 points, 200 points, that means you can take $100 or $200 off. So whatever it tells you, you can take those points off. So if you come in at gold, you already have 200 points bank ready to use ASAP. So like I said, there's no wait period for that. And then on a monthly, it's a month-to-month thing, so there's no contract, which is another great thing. You're not locked into anything. So
exactly.
So there's no hidden costs or fees. It's month to month. Our motto is, we don't want you to be part of a club that you don't want to be a part of. So, but it's $55 a month for gold. And if you really think about the cost savings that you're getting on these trips, you're saving thousands of dollars. So, like for example, Dubai is one of the really popular destinations nowadays, and a lot of people, it's on their wish list because they don't think they're ever going to be able to make it out there because it's so expensive. And it is expensive. Don't get me wrong. But
right.
If you can go through something like Dream Trips, you can get it at a much more discounted rate. So instead of paying thousands, you're only paying a couple of hundred to go to Dubai. So that $55 is nothing compared to, what you're saving. It's just, again, using that Costco example, you pay a membership fee to be a member of Costco or Sam's Club, but the savings that you get on a
exactly
outweigh that. Yeah.
Exactly. So even if, and a friend of mine, he signed up under me, and he's very a numbers person. You all met him. He's very a numbers person. He's all about his points. He can tell you about any credit card, what points you can get and what service. I learned when I met him that you can get points from Uber. But anyway, he signed up after, talking to you all about this. And he said even if you go on one trip, it's already worth it by even going on one trip if you only do one trip in a year. And obviously, Smita, you've been on many in a year, so, obviously you can't.
I can't how many thousands I probably
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So with the platinum membership, how does that work?
So the platinum membership is, like I said, the absolute best bang, the best value for your dollar, in the sense of the fact that it's only a $145 difference between the gold and the platinum one time, as far as the activation fee. Like I said, you save thousands. So I have family members they're all platinum members, and my parents they booked a trip to Dominican Republic, and they saved $1,800.
Wow.
On one trip.
Wow.
Price. So that paid for a platinum membership almost like twice over. But the platinum membership, again, you have your one-time activation fee, and that is $300. So you get your 300 points right back immediately from the moment you sign on, and you have those available in your piggy bank to use right away. And then you pay $100 a month for the members to maintain the membership. Now, again, if you do the math, $1,200, over the course of the year, month to month, you're paying $1,200 over the course of the year. You get it all back. You
get all of these points that you're putting away in this monthly membership account, if you will. It's like a savings account, and you get it all back on your membership anniversary date. Every single year you get it all back, and you can go travel with it. So the company gives it all back to you in the form of points. So even if you get your dues waived, like if you refer your 4 people and you no longer have those monthly dues, you still get your points at the end of the year. So I've never been part of a company that actually pays you.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome. And you'll be able to go on our website, thestevenknightshow.com, to learn, to see the difference in the, what's provided in gold versus what's provided in platinum. Now, who would be an ideal candidate, Shontrese, do you think would be an ideal candidate to sign up for these programs?
Anyone who wants to travel beyond their backyard is the ideal person for this program, because one thing that Smita did not mention is that whether you come in at gold or platinum, there are a number of different benefits that go along with the travel as well, right?
Right,
so
right.
For me, for platinum, you have the teledoc service. So even if you don't have insurance, you're able to talk to a doctor. You're able to get prescriptions. Roadside assistance, I was able to cancel my AAA membership because it's part of the club.
Yeah.
Emergency evacuation, all these different things are included as well. And so if you are going to take one trip, whether it be domestic, whether it be international, it's worth being a part of the club.
It is, definitely. And they also have a search engine on the website and app. The app, they have a search engine if you want to travel. And say if I go on Priceline and I find the same ticket cheaper, what does Dream Trips do?
I'm so glad that you brought that up, and that's one of my favorite parts of being in this lifestyle club. If you find a ticket, the same airline, the same time frame, any cheaper, they're going to refund you the difference. So again, we talked about the fact that we have these packages, these vacation packages that are that are priced second to none, right? But also sometimes you just want to get on a plane and go. Sometimes you need to go to a wedding, an anniversary. You just want to go on you just need to take a quick flight or grab a quick rental car. If you're able to find that any less, they're going to give you the difference. So again, you're guaranteed the lowest ticketed price. So no more waking up at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night trying to make sure that you get the lowest price, because you're always going to be guaranteed the lowest price.
Right, exactly. And, I think this is really great. We see I know I've seen a lot of travel groups on social media where people are posting their pictures and just sharing their experiences, and it's a community of people who like to, just show that people do travel internationally, especially minorities. I think they need to really look at this, because the trips could, they could get these trips here in this program. Definitely get those trips and be able to travel abroad or domestically. Now, if someone wanted to share this information with their family or friends, how would they do this?
Yeah, so if you want to share your information, well, again, Stephen is going to have this information posted on his site.
Yes.
So you'll be able to easily just click on the hyperlink and look at the membership, and you'll be able to sign up on the spot. But again, if you'd like to have additional information, there is going to be a Gmail account that you'll be able to send your questions and inquiries in, and we can hop on the horn with you and talk through whatever questions you might have and or respond via email.
Exactly. So you are making yourselves available to answer questions, because obviously we can't discuss everything here on the show during the segment, but they can email or eventually call for any other questions. Smita, now I know we're not going to really get into the business aspect, because that would be a whole another segment. But there is a way they can make money doing this as well from a business perspective. How can they find more information about that?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game changer for me professionally, not just personally from the travel side, but professionally as well. I was able to literally leave my six-figure corporate job in less than a year, and what it allowed me to do was just free up my time, and it gave me the financial freedom to really go pursue my other businesses that I currently operate as well. So, yes, to your point, it would be a whole other segment, because that is a lot of information. But anybody that is interested in
becoming a rep with the company like Shontrese and I are. If you're interested in that, you can email us again at the Gmail account that was posted on the Stephen Knight Show site. But just so you have it, it's the StephenKnightTravels@gmail.com. It'll be posted, but you can email us there if you'd like more information. And as Shontrese mentioned, we will reach out to you directly and just answer whatever questions you have and help you get started on the business side if that's something that you want to do. But like I said, for me, it was an absolute game changer, and I was able to replace my 9-to-5 and replace that with residual income. So
can't beat it. Can't beat it. So in closing, I'm going to have both of you just tell us, one more time, and a summary of what this is and why people that do enjoy traveling should sign up. I'll let you go first, Shontrese.
Sure. Anybody who knows me and who might be connected to me on maybe social media, you know that I travel extensively. This is not this is not anything new, but I am somewhat new to the club. I've been in the club for less than a year, and so I know what it costs to travel. I know what it's like to travel at a high end and not so high end. And if I can do the higher end travel at the lower end cost, then I am definitely going to continue to be pleased with my experience here in the club.
All right. What about you, Smita?
I think it's all about that whole, fun, freedom, and fulfillment. I love to have fun. I'm a firm believer in work hard, play a little harder.
Yes.
And I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so, it just allowed me to really live the life that I want to live, both from a travel perspective and also from an entrepreneurship perspective. I don't have to punch the clock anymore, and I can literally build my dreams versus someone else's dreams. So, just being able to do that and create generational wealth for my family. And, I don't think a lot of folks think about that. We don't think it through long term. And then obviously just, I would say God created this world for us to not just sit in one spot. We were meant to travel. We're meant to experience other cultures and other places. So for me, I just feel like I'm living my best life. And honestly, I have this club to thank for it. So anybody else wants to experience that, definitely take another look at this.
Most definitely. I'll tell a quick story. I remember back in my early 20s, I was working with the youth, and one thing we used to do, we used to always go out and try to find, these were, troubled youth, so we always go out and find activities, things they were interested in, so it occupy their time. And this one young lady on my caseload, she was really into art. And so I went to this art gallery, and this woman just happened to be there. She was retired. Her and her husband had retired from the military, and she just happened to be there because she was sitting in for a friend while her friend went to go run and get something. And so we ended up having this long conversation, and she told me before I left, she said, let me tell you one thing. If you do nothing else, make sure you travel the world. She said it will expand your mind. It will expand the way you see things, and there's so much out there. She said, I've been almost everywhere in this world. Travel the world. And this right here gives you an opportunity to do it. So, again, I want to thank Shontrese and Smita for joining us tonight. Again, for more information, and it's going to be detailed information, go to our website, thestephennightshow.com, and listen. Shontrese, Smita, thank you so much, and thank you for allowing us to figure out how we can travel this world and not pay an arm and a leg for it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, listen, we'll be right back after this.
I never felt like this before. This life feels incredible. Together we can do anything, so eternal feels like infinity. Baby, I'd run till the end of time, just to have you in my life. I'll never let go. Give me your hand, come grab a hold. Let me touch you right to your soul. Let's do it together, make it last forever. compares to you. Yeah. So baby, I'm trying to make you see our future feels like a fantasy. No doubt this love is here to stay. And I know you feel the same way. Never let go. Give me your hand, come grab a hold. Let me touch you right to your soul. Let's do it together, make it last forever. Let's let it be for all eternity, till the ends of the earth. I will follow you, girl. Love you forever, forever, forever. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. The day I felt to be everything you thought you'd ever need. I love you forever. I love you forever. Girl, I love you forever. I promise I'll always be true. 'Cause can't nobody do it like you. I love you forever. I love you forever. Girl, I love you forever. I love you forever. Never let go. Give me your hand, come grab a hold. Let me touch you right to your soul. Let's do it together, make it last forever. Let's let it be for all eternity, till the ends of the earth. I will follow you, girl. Forever, forever, forever. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Forever.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the First Lady Faith Evans, and you're listening to the Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Brooklyn-born, multi-talented R&B artist Ness Wilson is back with his sophomore project, Rendezvous 2, and tonight he joins us to talk about it. Please help me welcome the very talented Ness Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. Appreciate you.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, we're going to talk about the new project, but before we do that, tell everybody about kind of, you know, your upbringing and everything that got you to where you are today.
But I'm born and raised Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush area.
Okay.
I'm a drummer. Started out in the church or whatever, drumming, and then after I graduated high school, I went straight into engineering school, and that's where I started learning about the soundboard and mixing and stuff like that, and I began producing at that time, and I got signed to Cash Money in 2012, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did a record for Nicki Minaj that landed me an opportunity on her album, Reloaded.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just began to move on with my career as far as an artist, producer, for local acts and myself. So right now, I'm just focused on myself and building my brand.
Most definitely.
Productions. And just keeping it going. So we're here now with the second project, Rendezvous 2. It's everywhere now.
Yeah, everywhere.
All major sites. Yeah. Go get that. It's real good, man.
Most definitely.
You see the growth from the first project, Rendezvous, to now, and then there's more music to come. So, yeah, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, let's go back to the song you did for Nicki. It was Sex in the Lounge. When that got picked up, I mean, as an artist, what was that for you? What was that feeling?
Oh, that was a major,
crazy, right?
Yeah, major leap in my career, man. For real, she really just opened my eyes to seeing yo, you can really do this. You know, before I was just doing it as you know, something that I like an outlet. You know what I mean? Something that just to get myself out of trouble, not to get, you know what I mean, get into trouble to produce. I love music, you know what I'm saying? So you
were doing it on the side until you got that placement, you're like, oh, I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, so she really gave me that put that battery, you feel me? So, that's what drives me to this point right now. So I'm just like, yo, I'm taking it, and I'm gonna, you know, make it the best, feeling for myself.
Yeah.
And, you know. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's when you took your artistry more seriously, or were you already taking it seriously, or was that maybe
I was already taking it seriously.
Okay.
In my mind, you feel me?
Right.
Sometimes it stays there. So reality with that, it was like more real to me.
Right.
Yeah, I could really take this. I could take this serious. I could really do this.
Most definitely. Yeah. So your first project was Rendezvous, and what's the story behind the title of it?
It really came to me as far as like the idea, because I was just trying to figure out like, what's a good name that's gonna mean something, and you could take it any way you want, but it has a statement, has a meaning. Rendezvous simply means it's a meeting place for individuals. So it's whatever you want to make it as. You know what I'm saying? It could be romantic, it could be playful, it could be whatever you want to make it. But you know that the meaning is something to come together. You know what I mean? It's a meeting thing. You feel me? So it's all about unity. It's all about positivity. You know, nothing negative. So
most definitely.
Yep.
And so now we have Rendezvous 2, which is out now. Everybody go get it. Go get it. You want to hear this? What was your process going into this project as opposed to going to the first one?
Well, the first one was more like just trying out just to get the ears of the people, let them know I'm doing this. So it was real more like just love songs, kind of romantic. This time around, kind of like, you know, going out with the homies, you know, these strip clubs and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a little more edgier.
Right.
So I'm really talking about my experiences, you know, going out partying, meeting different types of people, you know, girls. You feel me? So really, different, you know, their professions and just learning about their different lifestyles and stuff like that. So I kind of like put it in mind. I was like, okay, that's a different world they live in. So I was like, you know what? Let me put that in writing and record some of the things I've learned from them and their experiences. And
now I heard the song "Deserve" that you have on there was one of the hardest ones you had to write. What was that?
Just because like the beat was so fire, like I'm not big myself up, but like the beat was so fire to me, I was like, dang, like nothing was really coming. I was just vibing to the beat, but I had to get it finished. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to like to submit it. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just you know, crunch time. So let me just sit down, just, you know, observe the track, listen to it, and just vibe out. So the dream came from like just understanding like females and like, listen, like a lot of these girls, like they not getting what they deserve. You feel me? So like they whoever they with, so because they always got to compete. They never done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you deserve better. If you would, it don't even got to be with your partner. Just life in general, you deserve more. You feel me? So go get that. And you know what I'm saying? That's what that was about. And I was like, yeah, let's put that in the song, so that way it could inspire females, inspire anyone, but more so, you know, black females in general. So
exactly.
Yeah, we actually showing the video for that in 2 weeks. So
that's dope.
Crazy. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yep.
I was just in New York this past weekend, and I always love New York. And I ask artists this every time I have them on the show about where they're from and how that kind of inspired their sound or their style. How did New York, you know, help you in that way?
I would say, I mean, just because New York is a central city for all types of ethnic people, like everybody say, and especially like my zone where I'm at, in Florida, I mean, it's everybody, Haitian, Trinidadian, everybody. And my background is Trinidadian, so it's like our culture is very mixed, very diverse. So like a lot of my music will give that, you know what I mean? They'll give that flavor. So I have like a lot of kind of reggae type of songs, you know, kind of, you know, island vibe songs, R&B type songs. So New York gives you that, you know, it's like a gumbo. You feel me? So you feel me? So
that mixing pot, melting pot.
The lively feel. And then Brooklyn itself, we just come with it. So, So, yep. I'm just on the singing vibe. I'm not on the rapping vibe, but the rappers out here, we just always come with that energy, you know?
Yeah. So what's next for you? I know obviously you're promoting this project, and it definitely has legs and it's doing this thing. What's next for you after this?
Right now I'm trying to do I did a deal over in Japan, so I'm trying to go over there right now and do some more promo over there. And,
okay.
Learn about the culture and stuff, and introduce them to who I am as a person, and just expand my brand.
Yeah.
Take it as far as I can take it. You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. So,
most definitely. The sky is the limit. Sky's the limit. Where can everybody keep up with you?
Everywhere. iTunes. You mean like social media?
Yeah, social media.
Instagram. Ness Will Official. That's my IG. Facebook. Ness Will. Google me. Ness Wilson. NESSWILSON. What else? Yeah, I'm everywhere, man. Shit, just Google me. It's gonna come up. It's Spotify.
It's gonna come up.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come up. You feel me? Yeah.
Right. So, what do you want people when they listen to Rendezvous 2 and they listen to that last track? What is the feeling you want them to walk away with?
That it's authentic, and I'm saying whatever I'm bringing is authentic, is real. They could really vibe out to it in any occasion. I got the tracks so you could wild out to. I got the smooth tracks so you could just sit down and chill, listen to it. Drink your little, alcohol beverage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. It's one of those things where I feel like it could be one of those timeless things where you can listen to it 2-3 years from now, 4 years from now. Still
yeah.
Vibe,
Yeah. Most definitely.
So that's one of those. Yeah.
Well, Ness, man, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I wish you continued success. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing, keep making hits, and yeah, don't be a stranger to the show.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, Steve.
No doubt. And look, for more information about Ness Wilson, go to our website, thestephennightshow.com, and we'll be right back after this.
On him so gorgeous, go your bag. What's that rolling? Real recognize real, but I do not know you. Go your bag. What's that rolling? Real recognize real, but I do not know you. I don't recognize when they talking down. Bank accounts filled with large amounts. She just want a real nigga to come around. She just want a real nigga to come around. When I hit it, I don't call. No, I don't call. That's a message to your bro. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, you brought. Bitch, I'm a dog, see I'm married to the game. I said I do, since then shit ain't been the same. I leveled up.
In the field, keep it light in the field. Please don't interfere with what we got going here. Got a championship team, need a championship ring. Got a championship dream, finna hook Hakeem. All I want, all I need, real friends indeed. Genuine tendencies, that'll kill for you and bleed. Teamwork make the dream work. My network make my net worth go up by a large sum. Getting smarter, y'all. How come y'all looking? How come y'all hating? How come y'all waiting? How come y'all chasing? How come y'all debating? Cause y'all ain't working. Cause y'all ain't working. Cause y'all ain't working. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. Cause I do this all the time. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. Cause I do this all the time. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. Cause I do this all the time. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. I wanna know why you mad. I wanna know why you sad. I wanna know why you bad. I wanna know why you bad. Now we coming back up. Used to be on the down low. Hell nah, not the down low. I hit them with the people's elbow. I think they wrote me off, but I won't take a loss. Nah, I can't take an L. I'm the one you can tell. Flow free like a cell. Flow free like 99. Do the time if you do the crime. This the only thing on my mind. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. Cause I do this all the time. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. Cause I do this all the time. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind. Cause I do this all the time. I decline. Money on my mind. They gon' think I press rewind.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Janera, how's it going?
Great. How's everything with you, Stephen?
I cannot complain. I want to wish you and Robbie a happy anniversary.
And we appreciate that. Yesterday actually. Yeah, it was a year ago. Yes.
It was funny because I was with Ms. Parker, and we were like, I can't believe it was a year ago. Come here, we were at your wedding.
I know, right? It feels like forever, I can tell you that much.
Well, y'all been together forever, so.
We have been, yeah. We came a little late to the marriage game, but we've been together for 15 years now.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's been a while. We went to. We actually didn't go out of town, but I was off all week last week, so we went to Boston. So we went. We didn't do anything. Yeah, we went to Boston for lunch for a day. Because a little while ago he was in search of the perfect lobster roll, he thinks he found it in Boston, so he wanted to share that with me. So we flew to Boston for a day Thursday.
Oh, nice.
So, nice. Yeah, it was really good. It was a good lobster roll. I don't know if I fly back to Boston for it, but I mean, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Well, so many, many more for you all. Many, many more.
Thank you, Mr. Knight.
Absolutely. I know you have some great stuff for us.
I do. I have tons of sales. Because I wasn't on last week.
Right.
I'm hoping that I can make up for it this week. Because I have tons of stuff for everyone.
Okay.
So first, I want to start off with Express. They're having a great sale. If you shop there now, you can get an extra 30% off of all their clearance items for a total savings of up to 60%. Plus, you can get 40% off of their regular price dresses. Ted Baker London is having an event at Nordstrom Rack, and it's starting today. So if you shop there now, you can save tons on Ted Baker London if you're a fan of that designer. Today is the last day to shop Saks Fifth Avenue, not off Fifth, but actually Saks Fifth Avenue, and save 25% on your purchase during their Friends and Family event. You can shop Gap today and get up to 50% off of almost everything in the store and online. Today is the last day to shop 9 West and get 30% off of select sandals. Steve Madden is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get 20% off of your purchase. Plus, you can get free shipping on your online purchase. Today is the last day to shop Carter's and get 60% off of all of their pajamas. If you shop Old Navy, you can get 30% off of everything online with code HURRY, or you can shop in the store and get 20% off of everything inside of the store. Plus, if you're shopping online, you can get free shipping on all orders over $25. Banana Republic is also having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get an extra 40% off of select items, and that does include their clearance items. The Limited is also having a sale, and you can get 40% off of select new spring items. Plus, you can get clearance items starting at just $9.99. J. Crew is also having a sale, and you can get 40% off of select swimwear and dresses. And last but not least, New York & Company is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get 50% off of everything when you use your Runway Rewards card, or you can get 40% off of everything with any other payment.
All right.
And
you can find all that at budgetshopaholic.com, correct?
They surely can.
Well, you definitely brought it this week with all the sales, so thank you so much. Hope you have a great week.
Okay, you too, Steven.
All right. We'll be right back.
All right.
I've been on you for a minute. Low key double tap while I'm flicking. Got my cuz as a mutual, but you don't even know me. I can hit you up with a DM, but I ain't trying to show you that I'm crushing. But I've been trying to figure out how to make you notice that I'm qualified to step to you correctly, and I'm not gonna fight if you have to reject me, but it's looking like you're interested. Heard all that from my cousin. Is she telling me the truth? Cause I'm really feeling you. Tell me what you wanna do. Tell me what you want, oh yeah. Tell me what you need, oh yeah. Tell me, do you got a man? Is he good? Can he do it to you just like me? Now come on baby, tell me. Tell me, tell me, oh yeah. Tell me if you wanna rock with a nigga. Tell me if you wanna ride with me. Now we've been talking for a minute, so tight, feel like you could be my fitted. And girl, the way that you move gets me so hooked, I'll admit it. And you ain't even let me hit it, cause you don't wanna rush and kill the moment. But you ain't gotta worry about a thing, I promise, girl, that I'm qualified to step to you correctly. And I'm not gonna fight if you have to reject me, but it's looking like you're interested. Can't deny what your heart says. If it's telling you the truth, girl, you
on my mind. You wanna know how you could take up all my time? I like a chase, yeah, I see it all up in your eyes. And every day you hitting me with all of your best lines. I'm not lying, yeah, I see you fly, my kind of guy. You a boss and stay on your grind, ain't gotta try, not shy, just be patient. Promise you won't be waiting for long. Wanna be sure you the right one. Come on, you know I can't make it easy for you. Tell me, can you make it do what it do? So you want me to be a part of your crew? You wanna be the one that I'm calling my boo? That's cool. You know you gotta come correct, cause KT ain't got time for the disrespect. Hope we connect like magnets. You could be my captain or else I'll be yours to the next.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me you got a man, is he good? Can he do it to you just like me? Now come on, baby, tell me. Tell me. Oh yeah. Tell me if you wanna rock with a nigga. Tell me if you wanna rock with me.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Chike, Adam's out tonight, so movie reviews all you.
Brother, I'm solo tonight. Okay. So, I guess we'll start with, I'll do my feature release first. So, okay. I went to the theater to see Pacific Rim Uprising, which is the second installment of the Pacific Rim brand. Pacific Rim was a film that originally was released in 2013, and it's about giant monsters that come through a dimensional portal in the floor of the Pacific Ocean. Kind of Godzilla-like creatures. If people are familiar with Godzilla, they come to destroy the Earth, and mankind had to find a way to defeat the monsters because the military just wasn't cutting it. So they built these giant robots called Geigers, that's what they're called. And the monsters are called Kaigus. And in the first film, the Geigers defeat the Kaigu and beat them into submission, and from the first movie to the next movie, there hadn't been any attacks for quite some time. And one of the stars of the first movie was Idris Elba, and they basically used his character to spin off into the second one. And the second one, he's not in the movie because in the first one, he gave his life, he sacrificed himself for the world in the mission to kill the monsters. But John Boyega, who plays his son, you'll know him from the Last Jedi movies, the series. He plays his son in Pacific Rim Uprising, and he is pretty much the character of the ousted pilot of a Geiger. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Geiger. He is the ousted one out of the military group. And he's a rebel, and he's a thief, and they're trying to reel him back into being a part of the group. The monsters resurface again, and they need, of course, one of the best pilots of the Geigers to facilitate in attacking. So he gets recruited. It's very, I guess, storybook when it comes to hero saves the day. It's great to watch on the big screen. The storyline is okay. It's a solid storyline. If you watch the first movie, you'll definitely love the second movie. It's definitely something to go watch, but I would say go see it in a matinee. You don't necessarily need to go pay the big bucks to go see it. Although, if you do love the fight scenes in, the IMAX and the 3D, spend the big ticket to go see it. Me personally, I thought the fight scenes were cool. It wasn't that great to see in IMAX in, the big 3D. But it was good. I would say check it out on a matinee. It's worth $5. I would say go. The kids would love it, absolutely. I'm just saying, keeping it real. The kids would love it. But I guess I stress this because Hollywood makes movie tickets so darn expensive.
Yeah.
And I argue that the movies need to rise up to the ticket sales. They have
agree.
to.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that they put a lot of money into making these films, but maybe they shouldn't put a lot of money into making these films. You could put a lot of money into making a film and then having it released in a different way.
Right.
Or maybe, I don't know, straight to DVD. I don't know. Sell a series of them. But the big ticket, I want to see something that's worth let's say on the average you spend $20 to go to the movies, because that's basically what it is, just for the ticket part.
Right.
$20 for a ticket. Give me $20. Let me when I'm sitting in the seat, let me see $20 worth of movie. That's
true.
all I'm saying.
That's true. Yeah.
Everyone saw Avatar. Avatar was a movie worth $20. That was optically pleasing. It was something. It was something to watch.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Moving on. Moving on. Now we're going to go to Netflix, because I have 3 things on Netflix that I enjoyed. So there's a movie on Netflix called The Titan, which stars Sam Worthington, Taylor Schilling, you know her from Orange is the New Black, and Mr. Tom Wilkinson. This movie is about a dying Earth, and the government is trying to find a way to live on another planet. Their solution is not that we save the Earth because it's unsalvageable, but that we evolve human beings to be able to live on another planet. So they take the special force soldiers, and they start medically treating them. And they're medically treating them to force them into evolving into something else to live on the planet Titan. And I believe it's like 8 families that they take, military families, and they put them up in luxurious homes and give them, A+ treatment while this metamorphosis process happens. So they're basically visiting labs, getting augmented, getting shots, having surgical procedures to evolve into whatever they're going to evolve into to live on this planet. Well, of course, as our government is, things don't always go the way they plan for them to go. And that's all I'm going to say to you about this movie. Check it out. It's pretty interesting, especially you sci-fi heads out there. I think you would really, really get a kick out of this movie. I wish that it could have been a series, because they could have dragged it out to be more intricate in the details, because I think that it could have been deeper. But they rushed it and they put it into a 2-hour movie, which is cool. The movie was good, but I think that it probably would have been better as a series. It would have had more meat on the bones.
Okay.
Just my opinion. But it was good. It's worth watching.
Okay.
The next movie is The Outsider, starring Jared Leto and Shiora Kusuna and Tadanobu Asano. And, of course, this movie has mostly Japanese actors in it. Jared Leto and Emil Hirsch makes a guest appearance. So those two are the really only 2 American actors in this movie. And this movie it follows Nick. He's a prisoner of war from World War II, and he actually winds up staying in Japan after he's released out of war prison, and he goes through the ranks of becoming part of the Yakuza. Okay, so the problem that I have with this is anyone knows about anything of the Yakuza, even if you don't, if you've seen Kill Bill, the guys that were the villains in Kill Bill were the Yakuza. Yakuza is notorious Japanese mob, and they have legendary stories of destruction and mayhem and killing and pillaging and just everything. They're just the worst of the worst. However, they are really, really staunch with their traditions and beliefs, and you just cannot be a member of the Yakuza. there's rituals that you have to go through in order to be. And from what I thought that I understood was that you could not be a Yakuza unless you were of Japanese descent.
Okay.
You had to be born Japanese and probably of a certain bloodline to be part of the Yakuza. But in this story, this gringo, Jared Leto, gets to be part of the Yakuza by going through the ranks and the rituals. The movie just did not have enough weight on it for me. I like Jared Leto fine. The acting was great. And there are even some great, gory, violent scenes in the movie that are, that made me gasp a little bit. They were so violent and bloody. It's very interesting. However, the storyline itself, it could have had a little bit more weight on it. It just didn't make it for me. But definitely check it out. The cinematography was great. Everything looked beautiful. But it just, the storyline just needed more for me. And I did a couple of other reads on it before I actually watched it, and I tried not to have an opinion, but I have to agree with what everyone else was saying, that it just didn't match up. And from what I read, that people had been waiting for this movie for quite some time. I didn't know anything about it until I saw it pop up on Netflix, and I decided to read up about it. And it was a disappointment to most, and it was a disappointment to me as well. So you can check it out. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, check it out. But you heard it from me. It wasn't that hot. So the last thing that I saw on Netflix, and I'm still actually in the middle of on Netflix, is a new series called On My Block. And this series stars Brett Gray, Jessica Garcia, Diego Tinoco, and Sierra Capri, and Jason Giano. And this story is a coming-of-age series. It's a series that follows 4 high school students dealing with growing up in South Central L.A. This show is everything, and it deals with kids in high school now as opposed to yesteryear. So the technology of now is integrated into the storylines, and current events of now are integrated into the storylines, and it's hella funny. Hella funny. I bowled over with laughter. It was so funny. Definitely check it out. Some of the content is a little heavy. It may not be for children under maybe 14 or 15, but definitely high school age, middle school age children can watch it too, I guess. But at the discretion of the parent. But they do touch on, sexual subjects, the cursing, there's violence, gang-related stuff involved. But it's South Central L.A., so it's part of their reality. But definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. And I'm actually trying to get Miss Jessica Garcia on the show. We were tweeting back and forth today. So hopefully Awesome. I'll be able to get her on the show.
All right.
So that's it for me. And as far as up and coming, I can't see anything else but Infinity War. We're trailing right behind this Black Panther. We're gonna keep the Black Panther movement going. And Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. All right, Chica. Well, listen, as always, thank you for letting us know what to save our money on and what to spend it on. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.
Absolutely.
All right. Right back after this.
She in love with diamonds, it's true. Let's just keep it real. I can tell you're hiding, baby. What's up with you? Tell me how you feel. Cause when it all comes down to it, babe, they can't love you like I do, no. Who knew it? Now we gotta get past this part. Only real love should be in your heart. If that's what you want, I got enough to tell. Every single day I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. And we gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind that. I ain't wanna be the one to say it, but I gotta tell the truth. You roll up and say you wanna be in love, but you don't want it, cause you don't know what to do. I ain't saying I'm the perfect man, no, still I try to understand how you feel, but you never reciprocate. You just put all your time into walk away, babe. All comes down to it, babe. They can't love you like a doe. No, know it. Now we gotta get past this part. Only real love should be in your heart. If that's what you want, I got enough to tell. Every single day I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. But we gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. Every single day, I hear the same thing. You say you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby. Diamonds made you change, baby. Oh. Cause when it all comes down to it, babe, they can't love you like a dog. Know it. Now we gotta get past this part. Only real love should be in your heart. If that's what you want, I got enough to tell. Every single day I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. And we gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. We gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. Every single day, I hear the same thing. We gotta you say you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby. Diamonds made you change, baby. Every single day, I hear the same thing. You say that you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby. Every single day, I hear the same thing. You say you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Aaron Cosby, how's it going?
Stephen Knight, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How was your weekend?
It was alright. Good. Nothing exciting.
Yeah.
Chill.
I hear that. Mine was a little low key. I've been traveling so much lately, and I have some more traveling coming up, so I just chilled out, hung with some friends, that kind of thing.
Brother, do you ever just keep your feet on the ground for a minute? It's like you always flying somewhere.
I know. It's always something happening. I'm going to Hawaii in a few weeks. I'm excited about that.
Okay. Everybody, y'all hear that? It is great to be Stephen Knight.
It's a family trip. My sister and her husband, they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary. They never had an official wedding, so they're getting married out there for the 10-year anniversary. So gotta support the family,
It's great to be a member of the Stephen Knight family.
Yeah, true. What's going on in the world of sports?
Well, let's see. What's going on? Did you hear about Ray Lewis?
I did not. What happened with him?
Ray, okay. Ray said that Odell Beckham Jr. has, quote, removed God from his life, end quote. Now, anytime that somebody mentions somebody's religion and God and everything,
right.
It's like, I just think that it's not a good thing to do. Like, you shouldn't try to judge somebody. Anyway, Ray has no room to talk about things like that, because I don't know if you know or if the listeners know, but Ray Lewis, back in 2000, I believe, in Atlanta at the Super Bowl, there was an altercation, a situation, I should say, and somebody ended up losing their life.
Yeah, he was charged with 2 counts of murder.
Right. And he got off with it,
Right.
Wasn't found guilty, whatever. So I just think that you shouldn't.
I think what happened.
Why I'm just scratching my head as to why is he doing it? Like, dude, just keep. I don't know.
Well, what happens is when you start questioning someone else's actions and their faith and their religion, all it does is open the door for people to turn around and do it to you. You know what I mean? And especially if you know that you barely skipped 2 counts of murder, you need to shut up and just worry about yourself.
Exactly.
Stick to his game the way he plays, not his personal life and all that kind of stuff when you have a past.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Ray Lewis, Hall of Fame player, great athlete, but there's times where he kind of gets on this power trip a little bit, just kind of, I'm grand, and it's like, Ray, humble yourself, brother. Kind of, chill a little bit, because he was in that situation with Colin
Kaepernick, yeah.
Last year, Colin was trying to get on with the Ravens, and Ray tweeted some things or said some things, and situations happened, and Colin ended up not being with the Ravens.
Right.
They said that it was because of Colin's girlfriend's tweet, but I don't believe that. I don't think that a girlfriend's tweet will
keep you from
not being signed. There was other things going on. But anyway, Ray, just take it down, bro. Just chill. All right. Have you heard about there's the high school basketball player that's going to skip college and go directly into the NBA's G League? Yes. And he will be the first high school player to, once they graduate high school, to actually go into the G League. So this is a first.
Wow.
And so he's only going to make, I can say only, for a 17-year-old kid, or even 18 whenever he graduates, whatever, for a 17 to 18-year-old kid to make $26,000 a season.
Yeah.
When they're not making anything, it's pretty, it's decent.
It's not bad.
He was asked about that, and he's like, yo, $26,000 is nothing to sneeze about. He's like, I'm fine with that. I'm 17. $26,000 is pretty cool. So, with that being said, the NCAA is going to have a problem, especially if this goes well for this student, and he ends up playing in the G League for maybe 1 season or maybe even 2, and then goes into the NBA. I'm telling you, Steven, you've heard it here first. More of these high school kids, when they graduate high school, they are going to go to the G League.
Yeah.
And get paid something, build up their skills, and go into the NBA. Because these college, the NCAA is not paying these kids. They're not paying. They're going to have to pay them. They are going to have to start getting paid.
Yeah, as much money as they're making.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're making off of these kids, and it's not cool anymore. It's just not cool. It's not. And people want to argue, well, I'm getting a free scholarship. I'm like, okay. It's not free because they are working.
They're working for it, yeah.
They are working for it. It's not free.
Right.
It's not free. They are working for it. And the scholarship money that they're making is peanuts compared to all of the money that they are making for these universities and for the NCAA itself.
Right.
So you cannot compare. You just can't. And again, these kids are working. They have studies. They have to have some kind of life, balance. Like it's a lot. It's
exactly.
A lot.
Yeah.
And they need to be paid something.
As much as they're practicing and all that. Yeah.
Right. I mean, there are kids that are out there, star athletes that are hungry, that are not eating, that cannot afford to go get something to eat. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, so I'm gonna keep my eye out on that. That's interesting. I want to find the young man's name. I had it earlier and it slipped my mind. Oh man. Anyway, once I find it, I'll mention it. Even if it's next week, I'll mention it.
Okay.
All right. And also, quickly, the Carolina Panthers are about to be sold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're not moving out of Charlotte yet.
Okay.
But their lease at their stadium in Charlotte expires, I believe, in 2019. So after that, if the owner wants to move the team, then he or she could move the team. So, so just be on the lookout for that, and don't be surprised if stadium issues start to come up with the Panthers, meaning that the new owner is going to want a new stadium in
right.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and either the city or the county or the state will fund a lot of it, or they're not, and then there's going to be another city out there that's going to be like, okay, look here, we'll build a new stadium if you move your team here. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Interesting to see what happens. Yeah. So I think that they're going to stay in Charlotte, but then again, you just never know, man. You never know.
When it comes to money, all bets are off.
Exactly.
We'll definitely see. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it with sports.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as always, Aaron, thank you so much for keeping us in the know, and definitely have a great week, and we'll talk next Monday.
All right, brother.
All right. We're right back after this.
Shorty, listen closely. I know I don't talk that fast. Get to know me, walk more slowly. Why you rushing? What's with that? I'm from Texas, heard my accent. I get that from most of y'all. What you missing? I can give it. Don't be fooled by how I talk. When I saw you walking by, I said I gotta go get her. 'Cause I really, really wanna get to know you more better. Baby, I can drive your body like a Chevy with leather. I do it with pleasure. You need that country love. That get up in the morning, be so funny kind of love. That grits and bacon, baby, making country love. That stress, no problems with your mama kind of love. You can't get enough of that country love. That's all that you need. Hold up, little mama, what's with all the walking away and rolling your eyes? See you smiling, girl, you wildin'. You know that you like my style. You so proper, ooh, showstopper. In the dirty, girls like you is treated official. What's the issue? I know that you want that too. When I saw you walking by, I said I gotta go get her. 'Cause I really, really wanna get to know you more better. Baby, I can drive your body like a Chevy with leather.
I do it with pleasure. You need that country love. That get up in the morning, be so funny kind of love. That grits and bacon, baby, making country love. That stress, no problems with your mama kind of love. You can't get enough of that country love. That get up in the morning, be so funny kind of love. That grits and bacon, baby, making country love. That stress, no problems with your mama kind of love. You can't get enough of that country love. It's all that you need. And I don't care what you say about me. Girl, I can get, everything you made today. When I saw you walking by, I said, I gotta go get it. Cause I really, really wanted you to know you're more better. Baby, I can drive your body like a sugar with leather. I do it with pleasure. You need that country love. That get up in the morning, be so funny kind of love. That grits and bacon, baby, making country love. That stress, no problems with your mama kind of love. You can't get enough of that country love. That get up in the morning, be so funny kind of love. That grits and bacon, baby, making country love. That stress, no problems with your mama kind of love. You can't get enough of that country love. That get up in the morning, be so funny kind of love. That grits and bacon, baby, making country love. You can't get enough of that. That's all that you miss. That's all that you miss. You can't get enough of that country love. That's all that you miss. That's all that you miss.
We can book a flight early tonight, yeah. Baby, where you go? You know I love you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Baby, where you go? You know I love you so much. Yeah. You know it's on. Real special with us. You and me, we all that. I love you like I know you love me back, yeah. And I'll do anything for you, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. I love you so much, yeah. We can book a flight, yeah. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much, baby. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much, baby. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. You know I love you like a, you know I love you like it's always. You know I love you like it's all day. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. You know I love you like a, you know I love you like it's always. You know I love you like all day. Anything for you, yeah. Baby, where you go? You know I love you so much. Baby, you're my everything. Yeah. Baby, I'll do anything. For you. Oh, I'll run the world and I'll book that never stop our ways. I need every second with you, baby. We can book a flight. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you. I love you so much, yeah. We can book a flight, yeah. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much, baby. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much, baby. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. You know I love you like a, you know I love you like a toll west. You know I love you like a top day. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. You know I love you like a, you know I love you like it's always. You know I love you like all day. Anything for you, yeah. We can book a flight and leave tonight, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. We can book a flight and leave tonight.
This is Savage.
And this is Kai.
And we are from the Articulate Podcast, and you are listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Well, that's our show. I want to shout out Ness Wilson for joining us tonight. Again, his EP is called Rendezvous 2. And then for more information about Dream Trips, if you want to sign up or learn more information, go to our website, thestephennightshow.com, and has links to how you can get in touch with Smita and Shontrese. Listen, have a great week. God bless, and see you next Monday. Good night.
Tonight it's all eyes on me. Everything's gonna be alright.